Hello everyone, my name is Uzo Pamela Ipejoku. I'm known as Pamela Nin on Twitter and Instagram. Yesterday I made a tweet stating how my mother had to celebrate her birthday in the prison because of Nwoko, and it had a lot of engagement. I'm very grateful for that. I'm grateful to you all for lending me your voices. But then again, I posted an article to follow it up, telling you the article was written by my dad, narrating the whole story, how it started. But then a lot of people complained that the article was too long for them to read, and I totally understand, because somebody reached out to me and was like, Pamela, I'm at work, so I can't really read this now, but I'll retweet anyways. So I don't just want you guys to just retweet. I want you guys to know the story, and if there's any way you can help us out, please do it. Any help at all. There's no help that is too much. If anybody you can call, anybody that can intercede for us, please do. Your prayers too are important. So I'll give the story. I'll tell the story now in my own summary, so you guys can just have a glimpse of what is happening. So, but then I still implore you guys to read the story in full details, because I don't like when people just know half of the story. I feel like if you want to know something, just know it in full. So please, if you can take out your time to just read everything on Azuka Jipose's page on Facebook, honestly, I really appreciate it. At least you have the full idea of everything what I've been going through. So I'll just tell the story from my own side now. So last year, how it started. Okay, this is the second arrest that is happening of my dad. Last year, I got a call from a strange number saying, Uzo, sorry, be strong for your daddy. I know what's happening. It will be hard for you guys now. All this kind of talk. And I'm like, I don't understand. Which one is be strong for my daddy? Which kind of talk is this one? Obviously, you guys know where my mind went to. I was scared to my own marrow. I was praying in my mind immediately. I don't even know what I replied. That man said, well, I hung up and called my daddy immediately. I didn't want to call my mother to ask what happened to daddy. I wanted to hear from my daddy directly, because me, I don't want to hear that. God forbid, okay, God. And I called my daddy. Next night, I heard a strange voice. I said, who is this, daddy? Daddy said, yes, Uzo. I said, Daddy, are you sure this is not your voice? Say, so it's me. Don't worry, calm down, I'll be fine. I've never heard my dad sound like that in my life. I said, okay, I was convinced that was not my daddy. So I called my mom and I said, Mommy, one strange man called me telling me to take heart. I should be strong for daddy. What's happening? And I called daddy. Daddy was not sounding like daddy. I'm not sure it's daddy that is with his phone. Next thing, my mom told me that I don't know where they told you. I was trying not to tell you because I know that you'll be so worried. I didn't want to get you so worried. I mean, Mommy, what happened to daddy? No one to get worried. Next time I started crying. What happened to daddy? And I said, you see, this is why I don't want to tell you. You will start crying. I said, okay, sorry, I'm not crying. Just tell me. She now told me that they ambushed your father yesterday, that he was coming back from a burial he went for in the village, and next thing, a lot of policemen just gathered. They were driving, a lot of policemen just blocked them on the road, started pointing guns at them, telling them to calm down. They were so I don't even know the English to use for it. They were so wicked. That next to my father now came down and followed him. But that's what they told her. That the next day, that was that morning, that she got a call from my dad telling her that sorry for the interruption, my phone memory got full. So he said he had already gotten to Uromi and he's on his way to Abuja. So we had already transported him from Asaba to Abuja to detention. My mom corrected me yesterday, said detention. Detention. Inside detention now, they had not charged him with any case. He was just there. Where is the case? So let us attend to it. Nothing was happening. He was there. That's why he was there. He was there. Corona came. My father started lockdown before they announced lockdown. He was in that detention and Corona came. That one, Corona just made the matter worse because nobody was not listening to us. Everybody said that they are locked down. Something that they would have just given an order. Everybody was saying they are locked down, they are locked down. Okay, you are locked down. That's my father was there. Well, finally, the case got to court. My mom told me they now moved him from detention to prison. Apparently, detention and prison, they are two different things. Prison is actually better. What my daddy is in right now is actually detention, not prison. He said prison, at least you can move around. Detention is just more room. I've actually never been to the prison or detention to see my dad. My daddy doesn't want me around. He doesn't want to see me in a very bad state. So that's what my mom tells me. So as he was in detention, finally the case got to court. He moved him to prison. That's how he was in Kuje prison in Abuja for months. See, they took my father on pharmacy induction day last year, 2020, January 24th. They released him on May 5th. What's wrong with me? May 12th, on my mother's birthday. We were so happy. After over 5 months, I not seen my father. During the lockdown, we were just at home without my father. Imagine. It was so sad. Every day prayer, Nwoko, please my father. Nwoko, stop nothing. Nwoko, please save us from Nwoko. Save us from Nwoko. Save us from the hands of Nwoko. That's our prayer every day. There's no prayer we pray that Nwoko will not be inside. So, he released my father with a very ridiculous bill. Very ridiculous bill of 50 million naira and the landed property in Abuja. Which kind of bill is that one? Just tell the person to sleep there now. Just tell the person to sleep there. Because it was not only my father. But God did this. Someone was able to stand in for us and help us a whole lot. That's the owner of Rain Oil, Gabriel Obichi, of which his life is now in danger for helping us. So please, you guys should help me spread the word because Wala is just everywhere. There is news that they sent people to assassinate Gabriel Obichi. Why? Just because they helped us. Nwoko just wants to intimidate all of us in that village. He doesn't want anybody to talk. Whether you have money or you don't have money like him, all of you must be intimidated because he has a lot of influence. No lies, he has a lot of influence in this country. I don't know who is bigger than him, but I know that there are a lot of people bigger than him, and definitely somebody will hear my cry. Somebody will hear my cry. It is awesome. So he was built. Next thing, this year, on this very fateful day, I called my uncle just to call him and talk to my uncle like a normal. Next thing, my uncle is telling me, was it true that they arrested your father again? I did not understand. I had to hang up and call my mom. I had to call my mom to ask her what was going on, and she was like, Mom, what happened? They asking me if they arrested daddy again. And she'd be like, yes, that they arrested him again. I said, that what happened again? She said it's the same case. This time they didn't change some things in it. They won't the same victim, the same person. That you guys will get the whole information and details on Azukaji process page, like everything. You guys will analyze this case and tell me if the thing makes sense to any of you. You will tell me it is obvious. You will see how obvious it is that this is just a case that was just made up and has this very rich sponsor backing it up with money. The same murder victim. Next thing, they are adding 20 people's names, 21 people's names are tied down to that murder. My father's name is Amon. That's what they arrested him for again. I really need you guys to look at the case. I'm going to post the case, but look at it, analyze it, and tell me if this thing makes sense. And tell me if you don't know that there's obviously something very, very, very fishy going on in that case. This conspiracy is just so annoying and it's just so unfair. All for what? Why? Because my father told you to follow due processes in collecting the land in the village. Nwoko the billionaire, what are you doing forcefully collecting people's lands in the village when you can just buy it? Why don't you just buy it? My father told him to just buy it. Next thing, Nwoko, once you don't agree with once you don't dance to the tune of his music, you're in trouble. That's how most of my village people are in trouble like this. If Nwoko say A and you don't want to do A, you want to do B, you're in trouble. You'll be in prison. So that's my father is the president general of the Nwoko Development Union. His primary goal is to protect the people, so he cannot join forces with you and support you to collect the villagers' land. Who told you that? Like, you're a billionaire, these villagers, that land might be the only property that they have, their only ancestral land. You want to collect it? Why? Okay, quite alright, you want to build a school, that is beautiful. That is, you want to have it's a private university. Wow, a private university in my village. That's a big thing for all of us. Like, a lot of people will benefit from it, like to provide jobs for us. But just buy the land you want to use. And quite alright, our previous OB had already given him 33 acres of land before. Now he wants more. And when they gave him that land before, he told them that he wanted to build a dairy farm. Everybody, dairy farm in my village, that is very impressive. Sorry, my video is cutting. The space on my phone it's not much, so I just have to find everything. Sorry, I should have deleted everything I had at once. So everybody was impressed that dairy farming out here, that would be so nice and all that. You get. Next thing, we gave Nwoko land to build dairy farm. Next thing, we saw mansion. Where is the dairy farm? We don't understand. Baba built mansion, better house, like a whole mansion for himself. Oh, wow. The mansion was Kokoma a tourist site. So, but that was not what he said he wanted to do. It was a tourist site, you would go there. Mansion for himself, his own self. A very lovely, beautiful mansion that he used the dairy farm land he collected to do. So now, somebody that you gave 30 acres to do dairy farm, that now came to do